During the Vietnam War, the Army had a remarkable chemical that played a crucial role in saving the lives of wounded soldiers. This chemical, which could stop bleeding instantly no matter how deep the wound, was sprayed on the injuries as a form of first aid. Surprisingly, this life-saving chemical is found in almost every household today: superglue. Superglue, or cyanoacrylate, was accidentally discovered during World War II. The U.S. Army needed a clear plastic for gunsight purposes, leading a team of chemical engineers, including Dr. Harry Coover, to work on it. Instead of the intended plastic, they created an extremely adhesive substance that couldn't be used for its original purpose. Years later, while working for Kodak, Dr. Coover revisited cyanoacrylate. This time, when a colleague's refractometer broke, Coover used the adhesive to fix it, realizing its potential. In 1958, Kodak began selling it as Eastman 910, later known as superglue. Besides everyday uses, it was even used in forensic investigations to record fingerprints and as a first aid tool during the Vietnam War, though it's not recommended for home medical use. The creation of Coca-Cola. Another fascinating story of accidental invention involves Coca-Cola. In 1865, Dr. John Pemberton, a pharmacist who served as a lieutenant colonel in the American Civil War, sustained a painful sword wound. To manage the pain, he started using morphine, which led to addiction. Seeking a solution, Pemberton concocted a medicinal drink using cola nut, damiana, cocaine, and alcohol, naming it Pemberton's French wine coca. Years later, due to an anti-alcoholism campaign in 1886, Pemberton was urged to remove alcohol and cocaine from his drink. Experimenting further, he created a syrup from cola nuts and coca leaves. By chance, he added carbonated water to the mix, resulting in a refreshing drink. The pharmacy owner suggested marketing it not as medicine but as a beverage. Thus, Coca-Cola was born, initially sold for just 5 cents. Despite Pemberton's illness and financial difficulties leading him to sell the formula for $238, Coca-Cola eventually became a global brand worth billions. Velcro, inspired by nature. The invention of Velcro was inspired by nature during a hike in 1941. George de Mestral, an electrical engineer, noticed burdock seeds sticking to his clothes and his dog's fur. Observing the seeds under a microscope, he saw that their hooks latched onto loops in fabric. This observation led him to create a 2-part fastening system, registering his invention in 1955. Velcro, consisting of hooks and loops, mimics this natural mechanism. Today, Velcro is produced in multiple countries and widely used in various applications. Play-Doh, from cleaner to toy. Before World War II, homes were heated with coal, leaving black soot on walls. Play-Doh was initially invented as a wallpaper cleaner to tackle this issue. However, with the switch to natural gas heaters post-war, Play-Doh's original purpose became obsolete. In the 1950s, Joseph McVicker, one of the inventors, saw his sister using it in her classroom for art projects. Realizing its potential as a children's toy, he repurposed it, and Play-Doh became a popular modeling compound. Warfarin, from rat poison to life-saving drug. In the 1920s, a mysterious disease causing internal bleeding in livestock was traced to a fungus on spoiled hay. Researchers identified a chemical in the fungus that thinned the blood, leading to the discovery of warfarin. Initially used as rat poison, warfarin's potential as a medication was recognized in the 1950s. It was first administered to U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower after a heart attack, demonstrating its efficacy in preventing blood clots and saving lives. The invention of matches. Before matches, starting a fire was a laborious process involving striking stones or rubbing sticks. In 1827, British pharmacist John Walker accidentally created the first match while experimenting with chemicals. When a stick coated with a mixture of potassium chlorate and antimony sulfide ignited by accident, Walker saw the potential for a new fire-starting method. He began selling these matches, revolutionizing fire starting, although he never patented his invention, leading others to improve and commercialize it further. These stories highlight how many everyday items we take for granted were discovered or invented by accident.